Welcome to Across the Ring. My name is William Mayhem Michaels.
And this is the scientist, Carl Schupfer. And we are here today with Oso Turco. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great, guys. How you doing, guys?
Doing
Thank you for
great, man.
having me
Doing
here.
great. So, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself, what you do, and just a few things.
Just a little bit about me.
Yeah.
Uh, well, I'm a pro wrestler. Uh, um, a Puerto Rican pro wrestler. Who's is in the Midwest right now, doing crazy stuff. But yeah, uh, just a Puerto Rican wrestler who like to have a big show for you guys.
Absolutely. So you were born in Puerto Rico, right?
I born and raised in Puerto Rico. I'm only been here 6 years.
And what brought
Wow.
what brought you here?
Uh, I don't know. A change in my life. I was in that moment when I decide to move. I have a knee surgery. Uh, I like 5, 6 years ago. I had my knee surgery, and I'm like, well, I'm not gonna do wrestling no more. I'm gonna dedicate myself to do job my real job. And I said like I have a best friend over here and he told me like, hey, come over here, I have a job for you. I'm like, let's go. And here I am.
That's great. So you mentioned you were born and raised in Puerto Rico. Um, is that when you got introduced to pro wrestling when you were younger in Puerto Rico, or was it after you moved
Ye-
here?
yes, it was in Puerto Rico. I start doing wrestling 12 years ago, 2010, if I'm not mistaken, my math, you know. Um yeah, yeah, I started over there in Puerto Rico. Earlier, since I was kid, my dad take me to the wrestling show, Carlos Colon Company, Savio Vega Company, and I see that, and I'm like, I want to be that. I like to do that.
Who trained you to be a wrestler?
I was in that moment that I start, nobody trained me. I was more. I came. I was doing MMA, like practicing MMA, and like a cousin. It was gonna be the wrestler, and she told me like, come with me. I got a show, and you're gonna be my bouncer. You're gonna be my bouncer, and I'm like, hell yeah! I'm like this close to be over there. Yeah, I want to see backstage, and I went with her, and the fun part is like they call me back, and they don't call her back.
Oh,
And I was going only for dude. I only in two shows. It was the same day, two shows, two different areas, like our distance, and we go to this show. We do little thing, and the other show that we go, they tell me like, you know how to bump, and I'm like, uh, whatever you want, man, whatever you want. And it's like, well, you got to bump, all right? And I'm like, and I did those bumps, I think so good. Then they tell me like, next month we see you again. I'm like, no, I'm not a wrestler. I'm like, you come in here early, and we're gonna show you what you're gonna do. And then
so
I start like that.
so in the great words of Dusty Rhodes, never say no, baby.
Never
Always got to
say
say yes.
no.
Always got to say
Always.
yes.
And I was in that moment. I was in a moment. I get uh married young and divorced young. and it was like my escape. Like I
Mhm.
was doing that practice. They call me, and I'm like, hell yeah, why not?
That's really cool. So, as you're a wrestler, and either early on or now, who are some of the people that have been your biggest supporters as a wrestler?
Like I got a lot of supporters from Puerto Rico, wrestler like Chiqui Star, Savio Vega, the same Carlos Colon. Like I've been working with them in Puerto Rico, and they've been good. They give me that knowledge, and I'm like learning it for everybody. And yeah, they put me to this.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. We had a guy on. He was actually one of our first interviews. Paradox is Puerto Rican, and his father wrestled in Puerto Rico. Paradox wrestles with the mask, but his mask, his father did not. His father wrestled with face paint, and he made his exact mask to match his dad's face paint.
No,
It's a pretty
that's
cool
cool.
concept. Have you ever considered wrestling like with a mask, being from
I
Puerto
I got
Rico, or?
I start with that. I always want to do my gimmick with the bear mask that I use,
Mhm.
and I want to start like that, no showing my face. But somebody, the old guys, tell me like, you have a gray hair, you look handsome, show that. They call me Samoan, show that Samoan face that you're gonna be good. And I'm like, but I want my mask. And they said like, put your mask, but you take it out when you doing wrestling shows. I'm like, well, that can work. That can work. And you see me. That's what I do. I come out with my mask and I take it out. 12 years doing the same.
uh, yeah. So I've seen you wrestle a few times for ICW. I've seen you do some really incredible matches. Uh, you had a really barn burner match where you had a hardcore match with well, who was it? You had a hardcore match. You were going through tables. You guys were going through all sorts of stuff, and you guys went to war. Um,
Well, I have the war with Juan Hernandez,
Juan
a great
Hernandez,
wrestler.
yes,
Neil Carter. Like I've been doing a lot of the matches over there,
yeah,
or hardcore matches.
yeah. So when you're doing these hardcore matches, how do you prepare yourself for that kind of violence?
Man, is I don't know, is it my blood because Puerto Rican love that
Fighting.
that
Yeah, yeah.
we like that heat and we like to bleed. You go to Puerto Rico, they like to bleed, and when they tell me that, I was like, yeah, I don't do that, but and I don't do that. It was a whole freaking year doing a lot of different like that matches or hardcore matches. Like I did with one a Taipei match that you don't see it no more. Only I think is 5 or 7 in the world that people make, and I'm one
Mhm.
of those ones. Me and Juan Hernandez. Um, me and Neil Cotto, I lose the belt. Uh, but it's fun. It's I don't know. I like it. When they tell me that, I don't prepare myself. I just go to fight for real.
Absolutely.
Do you put any like music on or anything? Like you're about to just slam out before you go out,
Oh,
or?
oh man! In backstage, I'm nobody talk to me. I'm over
Uh,
there, and when I put my mask, It's like I'm like ready to go, ready to go.
Right. Yeah.
Leave me alone. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah. So speaking of, you listen to music or something to get in your headspace, right? Uh, what other things do you like to enjoy outside of wrestling?
well, outside the wrestling, ooh, I do a lot of stuff outside the wrestling. I have my I used to have a baseball team like
Mhm.
of kids. And I watch them grow and see they're playing. You know, it's just the logo is of course it's gonna be a bear. Well, and I like to cook. I like to, have fun with the guys. Sometimes I like take my travelings and vacations, see my family because I don't have
Mhm.
no family over here. No family.
Yeah,
That's
and I guarantee that it's hard to do, especially, I moved out to Arizona where I have no family either. I just have my wife and my kids. So I
And how you
completely get
feel?
that concept.
How you feel? You like, oh, nobody. Okay, I don't know where I'm going,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
a lot of good friends in the business, and this you have all the family like in the business, like you guys, like the
right. Mhm.
wrestlers, ref, like the same with the owner of the companies, like they've been good with me, and I'm over here happy with them.
Yeah, and I got really lucky to meet Carl, my partner. We met just in February, and we hit it off pretty well. Man, I'm not gonna lie. I've been out in Arizona. I've made almost no friends. Been claustrophobic, and now that I met Carl and we're doing this thing, I'm out at almost every wrestling show. I'm going to California. I'm going to Texas. I'm going to Vegas. I'm going all over the place to
And
meet
and, and
wrestlers
and
like
those
you and talk to.
and those are
You know,
moments that we like, like traveling
Mhm.
and meet new people. Like
Yeah.
this is all the life, all the life.
Oh yeah.
that's really great. So I noticed behind you you have a bear painting on your wall. Where did that come from?
Well, is these two fans they're Puerto Rican, and when I started doing my wrestling in IC, starting with ICW over here, they start coming like a lot of Puerto Rican or Latino people start coming to the shows, and he draw in wood all the time, and he
Mhm.
like to draw and do stuff and sell it. And he made me this art is like a bear with a crown, like a bear kingdom, and since that, however, it's 2018, I think they make me that when I get over here.
We've talked a little bit or quite a bit about bears, Oso. Where did that come from, Oso and bear?
Oh well, it was a joke. Uh, Me and my cousin all the time we were having fun all the time, and he said a joke about a bear. Is it in Spanish? Is a joke about a bear and a kid. He have a lot of hair, and he asked the doctor, doctor, how did I look? And he said like a bear. Like in that moment for me it was so funny. And he told me like, you know what? You look like a bear, a little bear. Yeah, I'm like, okay, we were drunk. And everybody started telling me that in school, everywhere, everywhere. And I'm like, well, I'm the bear. Fuck. And yeah, he's like, now I'm the bear. And Turco come from my grandfather. When he
Mhm.
died, I put my nickname, his nickname, Turco. And when I start with a different name. Like it was my real name, Victor D.
Mhm.
Rodriguez OSO also. And but they told me like that's too long. You need to do something. You have 1 month to change everything, like even your name. I'm like, oh, okay, that's good. And I was like sitting like this, like saying myself like, who you are, like what you want to be, like what's your character? And it was like also, okay, I'm a bear. I want to be a bear. I was a MMA fighter. I'm like, whoa, I like a MMA fighter. Okay, bear. I come out with a like this, and and then I'm like, my grandfather nickname Turco. They call me like that. What are you say? I call my the owner of the company at that moment, and I said the name, and he's like, yes, that's it. That's gonna be a bomb. Like, and it was a bomb. Like everybody like it.
Yeah, that's awesome. I really like the name, and I really like how you tie bears into all your stuff. You come out to the Bear Kingdom. The fans love that. Recently we had on our page a video of you as Cocaine Bear. You know,
Cocaine Bear coming out. It was
Okay, fair.
it was the Cocaine Bear coming out. It was
Yeah.
only I do it in that show with Kurt, uh, and I see the movie, got that this opportunity. I'm a bear, and I'm like, well, let's go sell these shirts like this, and maybe I can get it out in 1 or 2 shows. And yeah, that's what I did.
Did it
I
help
I
you with
get
your
out.
merch sales?
I sell, yeah, I sell a lot of
Oh,
merch.
yeah,
Yeah,
did well. That's awesome.
people. When I say it because I'm a baby face, like when I say like, hey, this is a funny version of the cocaine bear. But when I get to ICW, everybody was like, cocaine bear, cocaine bear, cocaine bear.
Uh,
You guys, like these people.
yeah, that was awesome. I had so much fun watching that. You were so good. It was a lot of
I
fun.
was,
I'm
it
so
was tired. I was tired.
I really got to come to Milwaukee, man. I
Well,
the only thing I get to see from Milwaukee wrestling right now is just like the clips and the
the
videos that
clips,
Carl has. And man,
this
I'll tell you,
this area of the
it's a different vibe.
Midwest, this area of the Midwest, they like wrestling. They go and support you. Take you to the
Mhm.
fans. Like you should take a fly one day and like Insane
Oh,
Eight.
I'm
You want
coming.
to
What,
see?
early September?
Hey, Insane Eight. This is a good show for you can go. If you want to see a lot of blood.
That's that's the one that Carl wants to get me out to, and I really want to hit Insane Eight. I want to hit Insane Eight. I want to hit like Lucha Mundo and all that other stuff, man. Like I
Oh
just feel
yeah.
like there's so much great wrestling in
The
Milwaukee,
best
like in the
the best part
Midwest, just in general.
the best part is not only ICW over here. We got
Mhm.
BCW, we got OFE, we got Forward, we got different companies that we work together. It's the same people we work together. We help each other. Like, and
That's
that's the
phenomenal.
fun. Is like you're gonna see like almost the same people doing different stuff, and you
Mhm.
you're gonna get in love. Just like, well, I gotta move to Milwaukee.
I
So
I will tell you, it's definitely a vibe. It's definitely a vibe for sure.
yes, yeah, I think and it's funny too because I've seen you wrestle at different venues. I've seen you at La Pica, seen you at DeBar, I've seen you at you know uh all over the all
Chicago,
over. Yeah,
yeah, in Chicago.
yeah.
I'm going down. I'm going down to Orlando and Puerto Rico with the same company, with the Saudi Arabia company. Like I
Okay.
go to TV in Puerto Rico, and then in like the same company, but the name is um I forget the name of the like in English
Oh, you can say it
in
in Spanish.
AWA Florida, like they got they got
Yeah.
two companies, and I travel to those company. Is all the company that I'm running over there. And CCW. I
CCW.
they call me, but we don't we tie the time, But is a lot of stuff going on, a lot of traveling going on, and thanks to you guys, to the fans.
Yeah, yeah. I think it's really cool that you're not only doing stuff in the Midwest, but you're still able to go back to Puerto Rico, go to Florida, like see a lot of the country and wrestle all over. That's really cool.
Yeah, get the license, the license from you have to have a like in other places you have to have a license like in Puerto Rico. I'm trying to get to Ohio. I think they have to have a license over there,
Yeah.
and in
Yeah.
different
I
in
know there's
different
like
areas. Yeah,
OVW and stuff in Ohio.
OVW.
That's originally
Yeah,
where I'm from. I'm originally from Ohio, and that's typically the scene that I've seen before I moved out this way. But yeah, they you got to
I,
have a license in Ohio.
I do a show over there one time in Lorraine, Ohio,
I know Lorraine is, yeah.
where I make me Juan like a group and two people from Puerto Rico. We just went over there and we kill it over there. We take the whole
Yeah.
show, the
So
whole show.
we've talked about a bunch of venues that you've wrestled at. Have you had an opportunity to wrestle at Summerfest in Milwaukee?
Yes, yes. Last year I went to Summerfest. This year I'm still debating because all depend the day they give me because I have to go to Puerto Rico too, and
Right.
it's like, but yeah, like I I love the fairs shows. Well, tomorrow I have a first show.
Yes, yes. Tomorrow there's
Tom-
actually even
tom-
a this will have already been this won't be out for a few weeks, so this will be in the past at that point. But yeah,
Yeah.
there's actually, even a show tomorrow at a random like square where they're gonna have a wrestling show and
yeah, it's
food and
me.
stuff.
It's gonna be me and Psychosis versus
Is that against Marman and Jax?
Marmar and Jax. Yeah,
Yeah, Marjax.
Marjax.
Mar
Yes. Yeah.
Hey,
Marjax.
for
Yeah.
the listeners that don't know, what is Summerfest? What is
Yeah.
that?
So I'll fill you in a little bit and then I'll let him
Yeah.
tell a little more. But Summerfest is Milwaukee has the largest music festival in the country. It has
Largest.
most stages, most acts, and we're lucky enough to as well. Brew City Wrestling puts a ring in one of the areas and they put on shows out in the open for
Nice.
everybody to watch.
That's dope.
Yeah, a
That's
lot of
music and wrestling.
it's like
That's dope.
it's like you come out, you perform, bro. You see all the plays like crowd, like with
Yeah.
kids, with like all age. Like they go to see their leader shows. Is a lot of different uh like I don't know how to say it in English. I'm sorry,
Like
guys.
vendors and like all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, it's like all together, and is with time. And but when you see all that is like you come out and you like, oh yeah, I enjoy it all the time to go to the first.
Like that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's cool because in Wisconsin, you don't have a lot of opportunities to wrestle outside, right? Most of the time it's in a building, whatever. it's cool that with like, as you said before, Insane Eight, with Summerfest, like getting to wrestle out in the sun, like that's pretty cool that you get to do that.
Yeah, we got a lot of other ones like Sheboygan, like Summerfest. We got Wrestling Tackle. We go out there and we do little shows over there, man. And they're outside, and you enjoy everybody passing like, hey.
Yeah.
I gotta
It's a
say,
fun vibe.
outside is probably my favorite. I love being outside doing wrestling videos. Just
It's
because a
good
lot of the
when you are a
ones
fan.
here,
It's good when you are a fan, okay? But we
yeah,
we love it, but we like
uh,
it's
it's
that canvas is hot. Oh man,
yeah.
everything is hot. But we
Well,
like
the
to
only time they
perform.
do it here in Arizona is during the winter time. So it's usually like 70 degrees, 75, somewhere around there. Because that's about really as cold as it gets during the day here is like 75 during the winter. So
Wow.
yeah, so that's when they do the outside
Winter is
shows.
good over
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, but summer's hot. Like
there.
it'll be over 100 and some degrees tomorrow. So
That's okay for me. Remember, I'm from the Caribbean. I those days I
okay.
just have fun. That's
Used to
me.
that
That's a
equator
day.
sun.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a day for me in the park.
Yeah.
You mentioned a lot of different companies. How you've also won championships as well. What are some of your favorite championships that you've won as a wrestler?
Everything. Of course, everything, and I want more, and I'm not gonna stop so I can have more and more and more belts. It's who don't want to go and win and win and win. Like everybody want to go and win that belt and have it on your ways and it's like show up like I'm the best right now. Like I'm the
Mhm.
who don't want that? Even like my friend have over there two belts over there.
I didn't earn mine though. I bought
Yeah.
them.
Hey, you still have it. You put it on the house and you the man on the house.
Yeah. Yeah, put one of those on and go talk to the wife. Like, yeah, I'm the champion here. Yeah.
I'm the
Yeah.
champion. I
Then
know, I
that's
know,
when I
I know,
lose the title.
I know she's gonna give you like, okay, well, you're the boss. Here's your broom.
Hey,
Go clean.
listen, listen. My wife is Spaniard. She's all of 4'11". I ain't messing with her, bro.
Spaniel, we have a little.
Them,
The Puerto Rican have a
them
little.
Latin women.
Yeah, you bad.
Oh man.
So, speaking of which, you said you want to get them all. What is your like current goals in wrestling right now?
Right now, my goal is to keep learning. I've been learning over here. I've been when I get over here, I finally get into school for
Mhm.
wrestling with BCW, and they help me and they correct a lot of stuff that I was doing wrong. Like, I come from the Latino area. We work a little bit different, and they give me that knowledge to understand that wrestling over here. Yeah,
Mhm.
man, this is like I want to go everywhere, everywhere. I want to go like every company they call me. I want to be there. Like I will make the time and they're gonna have a great show as your buddy, as your buddy.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yes.
Uh,
Uh so talking about, you want to wrestle everywhere. Is there any companies that you're like, I haven't wrestled there yet and I really want to?
Uh, I already conquered last year to go to back to Puerto Rico to Savio Company. And then I went to the Orlando company, and I was like, okay, I got already have that in my chest. I want to go back to Puerto Rico, but we to be in the um like we call it the university of, of wrestling in Puerto Rico. I want to go to the Carlos Conan company. You know, I want to try be over there. I'm to that's one of my goal, and my other goal is go to Mexico and do shows over there in Mexico.
Oh, I got a guy that can get you to Mexico if you want to go to Mexico. But
Call it.
actually, the guy I was talking about earlier, Paradox, he goes to Mexico a lot, and he's like, anyone that wants in Mexico, hit me up. I can go. I can get them into Mexico.
Man,
So
is
if that's
I
something
mean,
you're serious about, that's something we could
no, no,
definitely talk about for you.
is it's serious. It's serious. I have my contacts because I do my mass, my first mass and my
Mhm.
second mass. I do it in Mexico. The one
Mhm.
who do um Dave Clown. I don't know if you know them. Dave Clown and all those latex masks.
Yeah.
Tauros. That is the one who make my mask. And I've been talking with them, but they work too. They travel too much, and he's like, oh, we keep waiting, but if you have somebody, just tell it to call me. I'm ready to
We may
go.
have to set that up. We may have
Yes,
to
we
set that
will.
up, man. I think we can do that.
That would be crazy too, because we have not yet had um we have not had a connection yet between our Milwaukee and Southwest wrestlers. If we could put together you and Paradox, that could be something pretty special.
Man,
And especially since I know Paradox wants to make it out to the Midwest to wrestle as well. He's mentioned that numerous times. So if
he
I can
can
get you
come over
guys
here.
tied
He can,
together,
like we can bring you over here, and the other part of he coming over here against, let's go put it against me, or like a friend or something, is
Mhm.
like we can I can open doors for him, for he can go to
Mhm.
Puerto Rico too, you know, and he opened door for I can go to the area that he make, and I'm or to Mexico, that's the stuff that we do for traveling, for make a
Right.
lot of connection.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So, we've talked quite a bit. We've talked about how you got your start. We've talked about things you like to do in your free time. Talked about your goals, the places you like to travel. We only got one last thing we got to ask you, and that's you got to give us our pitch. Tell the listeners why they should come out to see you wrestle.
Why? Oh, well, first of all, I'm a bear. You're never gonna see a bear doing what I do. Like you see me, I fly, I do flips, I come to fight, I come to perform, to give you a good show. I don't give no mediocre show. I go in to give my all the. If I gotta fight 3 times the same day, 3 times I gotta give you my 120%. A little extra, and that's why you need to not to see me, not to see me, to see all the guys, to see the crew, to
Mhm.
see what we all about over here in the Midwest.
Hell yeah, that's what we want.
Absolutely. Hell yeah. Well, guys, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. I want to remind everybody to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. We're pretty much on everything. Check out all of our past episodes on our podcast and YouTube, as well as our future ones. Also, I want to go ahead and take this time and thank you, man, for coming on the show.
Thank you. No, thank you, you guys, to give me the approach, and give me this interview. I love interview anytime you more. Hey, also, let's go get over here again. If you need more people, I got a bunch of people from Puerto Rico too. You can ask.
We love it.
Well, we really do appreciate that, man. We really do. And I want to remind everybody, you never know who'll be right across the ring.